Welcome to 2023. The year is finally here, and most of us are extremely driven, excited, and motivated to make sure that this is the year that it happens for us. And while we're going with that energy, some of us were hit with the news that we might be having to face a potential COVID outbreak and might have to deal with another pandemic altogether. Well, I'm here to make sure that that doesn't happen to be that much of a bad thing for you. How? Well, I believe that just like the last pandemic, this pandemic has the potential to be the catalyst for change and innovation. What do I mean? Did you take time to notice that in the past few years, once the pandemic hit, the way we perceive designs and the designs we get to see around the world, that be architecture, graphic designs, branding, websites, whatever that might be, has a whole new look to it and are unique in more than one way and are so much better than what it used to be, let's say 4 or 5 years ago, all in the span of 3 years. Actually, not even that. It was much more shorter. It was just the moment people started to adjust and realize their own potential. And it's not just with design, it's with tools. AIs have taken over the industry in a manner no one expected just in the past year. And they are finally being seen as tools and not threats. While there's still debates going on, people have started to use them to collaborate and to grow. Even creatives out there have started to utilize them in more than one unique way to scale their own potential. And all of this and more happened during the pandemic, mainly because of three reasons. One, people realized that they were missing something and they were constrained. So they started to figure out what is it that they needed and worked on creating those things. Two, people who were already prepared for such situations, who weren't even expecting them, but knew they had to be prepared, were able to easily thrive on these things. And three, people finally had time. Regardless of whatever reason, they had the time to do the things they loved and finally found their own passion and also the ability to get that going into a career. We live in a world where there are no longer any gatekeepers. If you want to build anything, it's as easy as going about clicking a few things on a website, and that's it. You can go about bringing your dreams into a reality. That's the world we live in. And all of this took place in the pandemic. And one of the best things about this was that when people do things they love, they're able to scale and grow and change and bring about an impact like never before. And this is all possible because of the pandemic. Well, not exactly the negative side effects, but the time people had. This led to async collaboration. And now people live in a world where they're able to collaborate on a deeper level, have more trust and bonds, and are able to truly tap into their potential. So, in case we do face another pandemic, don't look at it as a bad thing, but utilize it so that you can make the best out of it and change the world for the better. If you want so much more amazing tips and insights, join the Divergent Collective, a community for creative professionals who want to make their own path and lead the world in a better way. The link's in the bio, and I'll see you around. Subscribe for more, like, and share with people who you think can really benefit from this mindset tips and more. See you around. I'm Arcui.